Hey guys, are you bored at home? The Macro Ninja is here to entertain you. Hey guys, do you guys need advice on getting a mask? Here is just a sleeve from a t-shirt. Just go ahead and cut the sleeve out. Cut a hole for your ear so it dangles around your ear, and then you guys got yourself a mask. So there's a few things you could do. If you don't want to make a mask, you could do macro photography. So what we have here, I have a setup right now. We're going to do some macro photography because that was probably one of my love when I first started photography. It allowed me to practice my aperture, my shutter speed, my ISO, changing apertures. It really lets you slow down and improve your skill. So if you're looking to build your skills, macro photography is probably one of the best, because you'll sit there and you say, what aperture should I be shooting at, what shutter speed, if I'm hand holding, what ISO should I be using. So go on to manual, do macro photography. You're going to learn a lot if you want to get out of auto. So let's get started with macro photography. Is really just magnifying things that you want to see. Tip number one, whatever your macro, whatever you're focusing on, make sure you have something behind it to give it some color, some light, some depth. So in this case, I have this little flower. This thing is from my backyard. It's off a bush. I really like the pink color off of it. And then I found morning glory. This morning glory is just like a weed that's growing out in my backyard and it's overtaking my yard. I need to go out there and hack it before it starts killing all my other lemon trees crawling all over the place. That's another story. But so what's good is you need something to hold it. I have this little soldering thing that I have that has little alligator clips. If you don't have it, use some A clamps or something like that, or tape it onto a piece of wood. So anything to hold it down. You could take this inside. Since it's raining outside, I took everything inside. It helps me set up. I could use artificial lights. So this one's going to be a 2-light setup. One being the Yongnuo light here. And this is really just to fill in the light, not the actual front light. Most of the light's going to come from this softbox here. And to illuminate it, I'm backlighting everything. So when I backlight, it illuminates the background, and then it also illuminates these petals. So it'll give you a nice out of focus. And as far as focus on the center of the flowers, not the leaf or the petal. You want to do the inside stem of the flowers. Okay, so at the angle which you're going to shoot your lens at. So this is the 5D Mark IV with a 100 macro 2.8 L lens. So if you're going to focus on this, and then you want to have it so it kind of points in the same line of sight, and that will give you like a purple background. So you could do this with any flowers. Find the subject that you want and find the background colors that you want. And I'm also adding in some little decorative light in the back just to add more bokeh. So with this, you could have it in the right behind it, or you could even have it in the front of the lens, but that makes it a little bit bright. So I'm gonna have it back here, more or less. And then that's gonna add a little more bokeh, little balls. I'm shooting it. This one I'm shooting at 2.8, so I want more blur, so that's why I'm shooting at 2.8. I want these petals to be more of a background color versus something that I could recognize as a flower. I want the bokeh balls to be round versus like hexagon or something like that. So that's why I'm shooting wide open. But if you want to see the flowers more, then that's when you're gonna close down your aperture, goes with like an f8 or something. You could recognize that that's a flower, but that's not what I'm looking for. So as far as camera setting, this is it's going to be on f 2.8, shutter speed 125, ISO 200. So, and then also use your remote shutter. the remote shutter, if you don't have a remote shutter, use your 10-second timer. So when you hit it and you click it, you don't want anything to shake. It'll fire off. There's 10 seconds and hopefully everything is sharp. So let's go set up the camera. I already have it on the setting. What I want to do is go on live view and manual focus on this. It's going to be a little bit harder with the macro. You could touch and focus, but I'd rather go live view and magnify the image so I could know where I'm focusing on exactly. So this time I have it in the line of sight, and that allows me to use the morning glory as the backdrop. So now we're shooting right in the line of sight with this purple being there. Alright, that's our result. Hey, so go ahead and get out your macro lens. I know with some of the kit lenses, they do have a macro function. It might not get you a 1-to-1 magnification like this, but it'll get you close enough and you could crop it in. Just go out and have some fun and learn how to do macro. It's a lot of fun. So that is the Macro Ninja, giving you some tips, guys. I'll go outside, find some flour, bring it in, take some pictures, but stay home. All right, bye guys.